Hello everybody, Bradley here, and today we are on deity trying to win a domination victory without declaring a single war. Now you may be asking yourself, VB, are you crazy? How do you win a domination victory without declaring a single war? Well, if you haven't heard of French Eleanor, you are about to. She is the most annoying civ to play against. You don't want her anywhere near you, but when piloted by a good civilization player, or maybe even a bad civilization player to be honest, she can be very, very powerful. The main game plan here is to abuse her Court of Love ability, which allows us to loyalty flip cities basically by hoarding great works. So great works of art, great works of writing. We're gonna hoard all of those, loyalty flip a bunch of cities. Her ability also allows us to just keep those cities instantly without waiting for that free city period, which is awesome. We also, because we're not declaring any wars to acquire these cities, getting them at full population, which makes them easier to keep. And basically, we are going to keep rinsing and repeating this process until we have acquired every capital city on the map without declaring a single war. In terms of a map setup here, I'll put all the details in the description for you guys, but this is just a normal 7 seas map, small map with the regular amount of civs, all random, of course, with random city-states, random wonders, and all of those types of things. We have secret societies, monopolies, heroes, and barbarian clans modes on. Those are kind of the 4 most fun modes, although if you are really crazy and want to really go for a good time, this would be the perfect dramatic ages mode game as well. It's just not really for me, and I don't enjoy playing it, so we're not going to for this one. And quite obviously, I've also given everybody legendary starts. When I sit down to play games of civ like this and just really enjoy them and enjoy kind of the fun memey thing I'm trying to do, I always find it fun to give everyone in the game a legendary start. I feel really good about having a fun start. It makes the game really enjoyable, but also the deity AI now have legendary starts as well, which makes them possibly a little bit formidable, so we'll see how it goes. The first step in any civ game though is to settle your capital city, get a scout out there to see the world, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. With all of these really good tiles surrounding our capital here, man, the double truffles and the double olives are interesting. And with all of these good tiles surrounding this area here, I actually don't mind settling on this weaker tile here. I normally wouldn't like to do that, but I feel like we're gonna have enough yields in the surrounding area to be totally fine. And once we've settled this, we'll start pinning some things, we'll start planning a little bit more, and we'll start coming up with a strategy to how to approach this victory. I want to be clear though, the domination victory is the only victory enabled. Like, we are going for a domination victory without any wars. All right, let's settle our capital here. London is down. I'm actually going to rename this city to the Raj. I just want to take a minute here to thank Pratheep Raj for being a channel member. That happened over the last couple days, and I just wanted to say thank you. If you are enjoying the content, about 60% of you guys are unsubscribed, so if you do want to subscribe to the channel, now is the perfect time to do that. Things like liking the video are also very helpful, but people like Pratheep who join the channel members, who hang out on the Twitch and give some subs, all those types of things. We just recently, this is actually the first YouTube video with our brand new camera, so HDVB is here, and I just appreciate all that support, so I wanted to quickly say thank you. If you're interested in more community-focused things, though, we do have a Twitch chat, or a Twitch channel, rather. That link is in the description, so you can come and watch more long-form content where we stream Civ a couple times a week. We also have a Discord server full of other Civ nerds who would love to chat about the game with you. You can go in there and ask for help, or guidance, or advice, or just really to hang out. It's a cool place to be. There's a handful of other links in the description, too, if those are interesting for you. Anyways, the first step in any Civ game is to get our scout on the map. We're looking for goodie huts. We're looking for city-state first meets. We're not playing with better balanced start or anything like that, so the city-states will not be yeeted into the tundra area. I also want to find out who the nearest AI is, because that's the first person we're going to loyalty flip all their cities. I'm pretty interested in mining and bronze working. We're going to need to be able to chop all of this area to get some of the wonders we're looking for. I also do want to check out animal husbandry here so we can get these camps down as well. I'll go animal husbandry first, maybe against my better judgment, but what it does do is give me time to get the bronze working boost as well, and mining won't take too long once we have Pingala, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. We've got a really decent early setup here. The Oracle is going to be absolutely crucial to our victory. We need the Oracle to really kind of hoard those great person points, especially the early great writer points. Those are going to be the most valuable things that we can have as we try to initially start the loyalty flip snowball going. And of course, with great works of writing, we can move them around to any city that has space, so they're going to be permanently helpful in doing the loyalty flipping throughout the entire game. So it's really important we get those down early. So the Oracle is absolutely critical. This just happens to be a really good Temple of Artemis tile, so we'll go for it if we can. And once you account for these 2 wonders, this is a really good theater square. This with the fissure and the mountain just becomes a really good campus. And now we have a pretty good base to work with. As always with pins though, we're not married to our plans. We're just pinning things as we see them. This is going to be a really good industry here. We could also choose to go for the olives industry, so we'll see how we feel as we go along. I am interested in purchasing purchasing this tile fairly quickly on just to get the 1 extra culture ticking up. As you can see, that would actually double our culture right now, and we have the desperate need to get through the Oracle, through the theater squares, up to political philosophy, and doing that as quickly as possible is nice. It also seems that our city is determined to grow into these truffles, which is not where I want it to go, and so it might be that we have to pay the 50 gold for that, but we'll see. We'll see. Just thinking out loud here. All right, first goodie hut, please be a relic, please be a relic, please be a relic, or a scout, or a builder, or really any of those things. Ooh, we got Void Singers, absolutely critical. Void Singers is massive for us. That's awesome. And we got the gold. It's not my fave, but at least it does give us the gold to buy this tile now. All right. Fine. We're not going to take Void Singers right away, I don't think. We'll build some monuments first before we upgrade those into Old God Obelisks. We won't need the Faith for a little bit anyway, so we are going to go for Pingala instead and increase the science and culture generated in this city. Pingala is just a great governor to have in almost every Civ game as your first pick, and that is the same here. Although Magnus might also be a really good choice in this game, considering we're going to be chopping a lot of tiles. I just really need that culture, and I feel really comfortable with that, so we'll go for that instead. But Magnus, another really good option here. Just because you're doing one thing doesn't mean there's not a second good option. This is a great Petra, by the way. All right, now do we get the relic? Ooh, a recon unit. We'll take that scout, though. Scouts are very important, as we talked about, so having 2 of them early on is fantastic, and we shall take it. Now that I know we're going into Void Singers, and also the fact that we really need culture as soon as possible, I'm going to go for an early monument here. I'm going to send my scouts in opposite directions so we can see more of the map, and once we see more of the map, we'll have a better idea of where we want to settle our second city. Our goal for this game, depending on how close we are to the other civs, will be to settle maybe 4, maybe 5 cities. I don't want to settle too much more than that, because the idea is that we loyalty flip them all. Ooh, the foreign trade boost. Okay. Foreign trade without discovering a second continent, very helpful. What is becoming clear, though, is we're not really near any other civs at the moment, which is problematic. Part of what makes this a little bit of a challenge on 7 Seas is you have to loyalty flip over the water. That part I'm not so fussed about, but not being really close to anyone might be problematic. Animal husbandry complete. We're going straight into mining. I don't want to not have these chops available when I need them, and so that's where we're headed. All right, now we found a second continent, and this is really exciting. Part of what makes this game really good is that eventually, just by proxy of having loyalty flipped everyone's cities, you will have access to multiple continents and thus multiple sets of luxury resources. So finding them on our own is great. In this type of game, though, it's not as crucial because you're normally going to end up on multiple continents anyways. We're going to go for our Pantheon pretty early on here. I'm really excited about this +1 faith, so we'll do that. And then discipline in case we run into any Barbarinos. Ooh, we found Arma. Is that a first? Now, I just put Arma in my F tier on my city-state tier list, so maybe not the most exciting city-state to meet, but we are going to get that +1 faith there, which is awesome for us. That's going to get us to our Pantheon just that little bit sooner. I am pretty ready at this point to purchase this silk tile for 50 gold. I really do want that culture adding up here, and I want to be working that instead of this truffles. The 3 gold is nice. I don't think the 3 gold is perfect for what I'm going for here, so let's lock in that instead. We'll get off the truffles. I just want the food in production, really, and then a little bit of culture on the side is awesome. Discovering this continent, though, has made the boost we got from the goodie hut rather redundant. That is not a first meet on Hong Kong, though. Heck yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Because that means there's someone else here that we can loyalty flip. So our first settler we know is going to head in this direction now, just because we want to loyalty flip as soon as possible. And so we will start building that settler. We have a little bit of an infrastructure here to support that settler, so we will head in that direction. All right, I'm seeing the borders right there. Is it Maya? Ooh, Lautaro. Okay. Yo, welcome, friend. Would you like a delegation? We want to be happy with all these people because we're loyalty flipping their cities via peace, right? And if we don't want them to declare war on us, and so we would like to send this delegation and make them as friendly as possible. Part of that is doing foreign trade and getting those trade routes out to make sure they are nice and content. I'm a little bit frustrated because it doesn't look like we're going to be able to kill 3 barbarians, and we really need to. We also really need the masonry boost. Either of these would be great in a goodie hut here. The reason why we need the masonry boost is to chop this stone. Ideally, once we chop this, we'll have 2 chops to chop out the oracle. And so I think we're gonna have to go for bronze working and just hope against hope that we find some barbs to kill. All right, so he's pretty much just gifting us a city to loyalty flip here. If he gets this within 9 tiles of the capital, that's the loyalty flipping range, we won't even need to settle a city over here because we'll just loyalty flip the one he puts down, which might be overall a little bit better for us. Oop, there are the barbs to kill. That's exciting. If he can keep his settle to over here, I'd be totally fine. Pew and Mapu is is also not his capital. So we had a couple cities to loyalty flip, which should be easier to loyalty flip than the capital. So that's awesome. And we have someone over to the left. Okay, we're in the perfect spot here. We can get a couple, maybe 3, 4 cities down and then just start the loyalty flip. This is awesome. This is perfect. Exactly where you want to be. And there it is. Pekin Mapu is down. Does that leave us any room to settle? It leaves us 1 tile to settle over here. In which case, I think maybe just waiting for Pekin Mapu would be ideal. The other thing I need to consider as well is that settling the city here still applies loyalty pressure, and it may still be better than any of the cities I could settle over here. So I'll have a tinker around. I'll have a play around with it. I could also consider settling a city down here, and it's still within the 9 tile range for loyalty flipping later, and that might still be worth it. So Guitarja's on this side. Guitarja's great to meet, someone who's not going to hoard a lot of great works, someone who's going to be more than happy to just probably leave us alone until we can loyalty flip, which is perfect. I'm pretty keen on this settle down here, actually, the more I think about it. I've just tacked it out really quick, and that'll give us a really good double theater square with a wonder and an entertainment complex here, and I think that's really, really valuable for us to go for. A +7 and a +5 theater square is going to be awesome early on, and a couple of good campuses will be great as well. On top of the science we're going to get from Pingala, I think that'll be enough science for this game. We also have to consider the fact that we're going to be inheriting a lot of districts. The AI loves to build encampments. They love to build holy sites. These are districts I'm not going to look to build myself because ideally the AI builds them and then we just take them over. Bronze working boost would be the best goody hut luck we could ever have is this bronze working boost. Come on. An envoy. You know what? An envoy is not too bad. I'm not going to chuck it in Armagh. We could get the extra production in Hong Kong, which would be interesting. And actually that +1 production when producing wonders, it might, you know what? It might be the difference between getting and not getting the Oracle later. So we'll take that +1 production. Oh, perfect. So it does look like we might get these 3 barb kills. I'm approaching here with the warrior. Looks like the scouts here are going to have a little bit of room to fight, which is awesome, and I'm happy about that. So maybe we can tech out of this once the boosted portion is what's left. I really do want a trader because I want these guys to be happy with me. I think at this point right now, though, a builder would be nice up here for the horses, the truffles, and then the silk eventually. I think at this point, though, a slinger, always a good pick. I'd rather be a little too defensive right now than get some units killed or not be able to get this boost, so we'll work with that. We're getting pretty lucky with the goody huts this game. Eventually we're going to get a boost that we want. We also are definitely going to get 6 population very quick. There's quite a bit of food down here as well, so I think we'll tech out of both of these once it's just the boosts left to acquire. So far with what we have in the capital, I'm really tempted to go for this camps pantheon. There's a few good ones here for us to choose from. The one that goes towards the camps is really awesome. So +1 food, +1 production from camps. That'll be 1, 2, 3 camps right here. There's a couple more lingering out, 4 camps. There's quite a few, so it is worth getting, definitely. The extra culture from plantations, though, I think might be overall the best one we can get. That's going to be 3 extra culture in the capital, 4 extra culture in the capital, 5, 6 extra culture total. I think in total 7, 8. It's about 8 culture right now, and there's going to be lots more plantations as we go along. And I think with how the game is going to flow, we're going to be acquiring more plantations than we are camps. And so I'm a little bit conflicted here as to what I want to go for. In the spirit of theming this together, I think we do have enough food in production in the capital city anyways. And so I think I'm going to go for the +1 culture from plantations here because I think that benefits quite a few of our tiles as we go along. Ooh, we got a free builder too. I don't think that could have been... The boost would have been nicer. I would have preferred the boost, but that's incredible. We're gonna go for the camp up there to get that rolling. We can also then trade the truffles with one of the AI, which is sweet. All right, early empire, we are going to tech out of you because we're about to improve 3 tiles anyway. That's awesome. We can't get the oracle without the chops yet, and this envoy is not very helpful, so we'll head into craftsmanship first. We do want to get the oracle for sure, though. Camp is going down. I feel pretty good about where we've trapped these barbs. I think we're going to get the kill on the warrior here. I think we're going to get the kill on this scout here. That'll be 2, and that only leaves us 1 left for this bronze working boost, which will be this area over here. So I think we're good to take out of bronze working and head into pottery for now. I am conflicted about whether I do want to build a quarry up here really quick just to boost masonry. It's weird to build a quarry just to have to chop another one. It's not very efficient, but if it secures us the oracle, it'll be worth it. Ray Towns is also a new channel member just 4 days ago. So we're gonna do a little inverted. We're gonna go for Ray's Town instead of Ray Towns. Thank you, Ray, so much for all your support. Really appreciate it. If you haven't yet played around with the Quick Deals mod, if you're playing on Steam, it's just in the Steam Workshop. The Quick Deals mod is perfect because you can just click what you want to sell. It'll load up what people are willing to pay for it. 4 gold for 30 turns isn't my favorite, but early game, it's a fantastic amount, so we'll take that. We're gonna make Indonesia a little happier, and along the way, we will have done that a lot quicker because Quick Deals is amazing. See, Guitarja's happy with us now. You avoid the smaller shores. Such deference is noted, and well, I mean, all your people are gonna be our people soon, but hey, we'll take that, you know? All right, we took advantage for a minute here that we can heal and the barbarians can't, but that is the first barbarian kill complete. We are approaching the second. And there's another scout right here. We just have to finish trapping this scout, and then we'll kill this one, and that'll be 3. Hooray! Yeah, there it is. He's well and truly trapped now. There's nowhere he can go. He has 2 tiles to choose from. Both mean certain death. We're also getting some promotions. I'll take that promotion after I clear the encampment, though. I don't want any weird shenanigans happening. I don't think they can spawn when you're standing on it, but I don't want to risk it either. The horses are important to collect for us. Not only do they boost horseback riding, mainly for selling, though. I want to sell these to the AI. I don't want any horses this game. I just want the gold, and I will sell all of the horses to acquire that gold. All right. I do want the kill with the slinger, but at this point, it's just a wild goose chase. So I'm going to bring the slinger back up this way and just kill it with the scout. That'll be 2 barb kills there. I'm not worried about the archery boost so much, and so we'll just head in that direction. And the last thing I want to do is send this trade route. Armagh would give us another envoy. As much as I love that idea, I would like to make people happy with us. And right now, Guitarja's close. If we send her the trade route, we can definitely be friends with Guitarja, but I want to try and make sure Mapuche does not want to kill us because that's bad. So we're gonna go for the better road would probably be up to Poo and Mapu. Actually, I want to avoid this volcano. This volcano might ruin the trader, so let's just go here. We'll get the currency boost. We'll make him a little happier, and we'll see how she goes. I hate myself for doing this. I really do, but I am gonna get this quarry up here. I just don't want to risk not having all of the oracle chops when we need them, and so we're gonna do it. It's not my favorite, but I'm pretty committed. I do want to start settling another city in this direction over here, just so we can have a couple within 9 tiles of where Guitarja is going to be. It's going to be weird to kind of cover this floodplains area, so that might be a little bit tricky, but we'll work on it as we go along. All right, next up, I do want these campuses down early too, hey, but we just can't quite get there. Next up is going to be masonry. We are going to purchase one of these tiles up here, assuming we're not growing into it, and then we will come and grab this. What does suck too is it means I'm not farming this resource to get the boost for the plantations, which are going to give us lots of culture, but I just want this boost available, so we're going to come and do that. Hanging Gardens and Stonehenge are gone. No worries there, not an issue. We are boosting this next turn, so we'll just head into Mysticism and unlock the Oracle. Next turn, in 2 turns, we'll have 6 populations, so that boost is on its way. I hate this with every fiber of my being, but it's worth doing. We need to make sure we have this chop available, and I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna go for flat production right now. We don't need the faith anymore, and yeah, discipline for sure until we kill that 3rd barb. Guitarja cleared this encampment, which is actually annoying in this case because I wanted that 3rd barb. We have a couple of scouts we're chasing down. I'm still feeling pretty confident, although a little less confident than I was just a moment ago. All right, the early Empire boost has given us a governor title. I'm tempted to go into Void Singers now, although I still think it's probably ever so slightly unnecessary until this monument is done. So we're going to promote Pingala into Connoisseur, which will give us an extra culture per population. In this case, it's 4 at the moment. That's like almost double our culture, which is awesome. Gilgabro! Yo! It's a free friend. He's not even gonna hate us. Look at this. Please don't kill this scout. Please don't kill. I think this scout's not gonna die to us. Oh, no. Please don't kill. Oh, yeah. Come on. Please give this to us. Please give it. We need this. We need this. Friends. All right, friends with Guitarja. Friends with Gilgabro. Heck yeah, don't even need to send him a delegation. That's the kind of financial opportunity I'm looking for here. We're gonna boost this once we get the Oracle, so don't need to worry about that. We are gonna build the district eventually, although not very soon, so we'll go into state workforce for now. I'm gonna save the envoy here. Teching into either of these 2 is not that helpful for me, and so we'll save the envoy for now until we need it. Come on, give me a barb. Give me a barb. Give me a barb. Thanks. Can you get off my screen, Gilgamesh? Oh! No. All right, I just need you to hit it once. Hit it once with the warrior, and then I can kill it with the scout. Come on, please. Pretty please, with a cherry on top. This is painful. This is actively painful. I'm feeling active amounts of pain in my body right now because of this. I think they're killing the slinger. Oh.
Shame. Shame. shame.
There's a warrior. There's still a warrior. Okay, there is still hope. Despite the shaming we just did, there is still hope. All right, masonry's done. We got to go into bronze working. This sucks. I hate it, but we got to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So any city around here will reach turn 8 with loyalty pressure, which I'm excited about. I think this tile right here is probably fine. Get a couple of plantations for the culture. Has a couple of good tiles to work. Some mountains here for some districting. Not my favorite. I'd rather come farther down, but I'm more worried about the loyalty flipping than anything else, so we'll come down in this direction. They didn't take the actual encampment, though. This is strange behavior. I am concerned and confused about what the AI is going through right now. This will probably be the last city we settle, so we'll grab a builder while we're waiting. We're going to need a bunch. I'll buy one as well. Hattusa. Now, Hattusa's quite nice. That was the political philosophy boost. That's why we saved this envoy. That one extra science is going to be a little more valuable than a second envoy into the other places, so we'll roll with that. No. Why? Why? Why do you spite me so? Civ gods. And now I'm not even gonna get to take this encampment either. I'm sad. Is she trapped here? Can she even go anywhere else? Or is Hattusa just straight up in the way? Hattusa might just straight up be in the way. Oh, they didn't even give us the encampment. The AI sucks. They're mean. They're mean people. All right, things are getting a little bit strange here. I am bitterly disappointed. Ooh, barbs? Bitterly disappointed that we didn't get to kill that third barb, and we have to hard tech this. Alas, once we do that, though, we will be able to head for the Oracle, which we shall do. Words, VB, you've got this. Oh, with a haste. I think it's time to go for, what's it called, though? Void Singers. We got 2 monuments down. That'll start giving us quite a bit of faith. If we can get into a monumentality golden age, that would be helpful. It's not happening, though. It's definitely not happening. We are going to go into Void Singers regardless. I am a fan of Void Singers, so let's do it. The other thing Void Singers does for us is what we need it to do for us is it gives us more great work slots in each city, which is very, very valuable for what we're trying to do here. So if we go to the museum, where is it? Come on, we'll get there. We're gonna get there. Why can't I see the... Never mind then. We're making good time on political philosophy, though. We're going to hit it by turn 53, which is, you know, it's not the fastest ever, but it's certainly not the slowest ever, and I'm going to be super happy with that. We haven't quite unlocked a campus yet or any other such thing here. It's probably best to grab another builder, as there's just lots to build, to be honest. I wonder if I move this settler down here if he declares war. I wonder how much the AI prioritizes that. I'm going to try it and see what happens. Not at all. He didn't take it. What a weirdo. Why? Why not? All right, I just want to double check my math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this is definitely close enough. And 2 bond is down too. That's close enough to 2 bonds. So this is the perfect settling spot for us. All right, we are going to have to purchase this Oracle tile, which is no problem. It's going to cost the same in either city. So we'll just buy that here. We're going to have this builder. I'm going to purchase another builder. And that'll be a good kind of benchmark of 6 kind of actions that we can use to build what we need to build. We're going to need some plantations next as well. Chop what we need to chop and just generally get everything rocking and rolling. I'm gonna farm this resource here to boost irrigation as well. All right, Mapuche's in a golden age. It pretty much secures that we're not, or pretty much secures us the idea that we're not gonna loyalty flip anyone in this era. So this era is now becoming more of a setup era. We're not gonna get a religion. +1 era score for constructing and building with a great work slot is interesting, and I think we're gonna do quite a bit of that this era. So we'll head down there. We are gonna settle this kind of third city here. The only thing that we don't get with Lyon is going to be salt, which is way down here. We might have to acquire that a different way. There's lots of salt down here too. So that might be something we have to consider moving forward. Right, we have 30 horses. It's time to start getting rid of it. Guitars is my preferred sell. She doesn't have any money, but Gilgamesh will pay us 10 gold for 30. I just want to sell it to a friend, not a foe. And we're not quite yet friends with Mapuche. More barbs. Too little, too late for us. We already hard-teched it, but that's okay. They're at least here. They're here. They're around. All right, you're gonna farm this. We're gonna boost out of this now. We're gonna head into campuses, which is awesome because we have a couple of good campuses we can put down, and we would like to do that. We still haven't met a hero yet, which is odd, but that's okay. Political philosophy is in. I am going straight for the 10% wonder production. The Oracle is critical. Without the Oracle, we are lost. So we will be doing autocracy, even if it's not the most efficient policy card-wise. We are gonna chuck Corvée in here. I don't need the great scientist points for any particular reason. We already have the builders. We already have the settlers. Discipline's probably still fine. Yeah, I think charismatic leader pops in and we're all good to go. We got as much production as we possibly can for these wonders, which I'm excited about. I'm not gonna chop out the granary. We're all in on the Oracle. I want every single chop to be focused on one thing, and that's the Oracle, which kind of actually sucks in a way because there is a pyramids tile available here as well. Always want to make sure it's in the correct city, you know? So we'll chop that out. That'll give us a little bit of food, a little bit of production. And we're chucking the Oracle down. Let's rock and roll. You have so few troops. Aren't you scared for your life? Aren't we friends? Why are you threatening me? You have a weird idea of friendship, Katarja. All right, we're gonna farm that. I don't actually want to farm that. I do just want to boost irrigation so we can start getting some of these plantations down. These will be used for both of these chops here. Once these chops are done, we're gonna finish with the camps and then hopefully build the Toa. We're also gonna have to get this theater square in at some point too. So we have a lot going on here that we have to accomplish in a short amount of time. Gonna go halfway into drama and poetry for the at least non-boosted portion of this. I think it's actually just worth buying another builder, to be honest. There's so many plantations we could build, so many things we need to chop. We can kind of just do it all at one time, which is a little bit weird. Having this many builders is a little strange, but we'll make it work. Are you coming to attack me, sir? Is that your plan? Is that what you are hoping to do, is attack me? Nah, he's not. He's not. He is building a heavy chariot, though, which is weird. I think this might be a weird flex. He might be doing some things we don't like. 43 production is a pretty big chunk. I do want to save this until a little bit closer to our Oracle completion here, just to make sure we're using the chop for the Oracle. I don't want to chop it, lose the Oracle, and then have lost the production as well. The next thing I really want to head for is currency. These industries are very valuable. We have at least a couple of options for industries that I want to take advantage of. We can build a silk one here. We might want to build the silk one up here. We can build a truffles up here if we don't build the silk one. So we just have lots of options we're working with. I'm not going to get rid of the olives yet. I do want some amenities in our cities, especially because Lyon and Raystown are struggling. And I've already traded away the truffles, so we will keep the olives. The horses, though, once we get more, can definitely go. Oh, the plantations are so sexy, aren't they? With that little bit of extra culture on them. Oh, chef's kiss. All right, we killed the third barbarian. Too little, too late, but we'll take it, I guess. Dude, I dare you to settle this. You can't even settle this. Where are you going? Guess he's settling up here. I have no idea. There is iron up here. We should actually check to see where the rest of the iron is. Again, I don't want iron. We're not declaring any wars. Nah, just right here. That's fine. It's more just for knowledge. We might want to get another city down on this salt as well eventually. Not yet, but eventually. So we have 2 builds here and we have 2 chops, and we definitely want to get rid of them. Then we can wait for currency to come in before we do the chops. I think that's fine. Now the question is, do I get a plantation here or do I chop the stone? Because if we don't chop this stone for the Oracle, we can then chop it for the Temple of Artemis, which is also a pretty big victory. Yeah, we'll grab the plantation here. I'm pretty comfortable with that. That's a lot of culture we're going to get in the capital right now. 20 culture. Hasn't quite caught up with the deity AI yet, but we're certainly not far behind. Science, though, Gilgamesh is at 61, which is a little bit trickier for us to figure out. Oh, we still have a build with this builder. This builder can come up and chop this. We get the 2 chops here. 3 chops will be enough to secure the Oracle if we're desperate. I totally forgot to take out of drama and poetry. Hey, look, it's me being dumb again. It's not my favorite thing I've ever done. That's okay. We'll head into games and rec. This one we were going to do, which sucks. But part of this too is like research construction. When you have such a lower amount of science compared to your culture, you're just gonna have to hard tech some of these. You won't be able to get all the boosts. Discipline can probably leave though. We should go for, just in case, a Gog. We'll go for a Gog just in case someone wants to fight us. I'm not expecting anyone to. As soon as Core V, as soon as the Oracle, oof, I think we need the production. I'm going to stick with the production, although literary tradition for the great writer points is fantastic for the obvious reasons. Once the Oracle is finished and we start getting that theater square down, we will go for the extra great writer points. All right, first chop is coming in at 45 production. Oh, we'll wait for currency. Sorry, we'll wait for currency. Still 45. Ah, well, tis what tis. All good. We will be chopping this out. That puts us at 4 turns. This woods should finish that off, which is awesome, which means we can actually use this chop probably for the theater square so we can collect those great writer points. The Toa is important, but it's the least important thing we're doing right now. We're gonna have 3 population here. It'll be 4 eventually. And just trying to think, I want to make sure we can get both these districts down. This early campus is just a good early campus, but I'd rather have the early theater square than the early campus. So I think we might chop this out and make sure we're getting 2 theater squares down right away might be the better move. Saving the gold for the amphitheaters might also be the best move, so we can just purchase the amphitheater and get those great writer points right away. I got 24 more horses out for sale. Mapuche will give us a bunch of gold. I don't know if I want to sell them to Mapuche though. Although 8 gold for 30 turns is a lot for just 1 horseman worth of horses, so I think it's probably worth it anyway. Builder here is the obvious pick with 3 plantations to go for. I wouldn't mind being the suzerain of Hattusa actually. I'm gonna save this envoy again, just in case we meet a culture city-state. I'm not exactly sure how we'll do that, but yeah, let's chop this out, and then we'll just save this chop for the theater square. So we'll chop this out for the Oracle. Bada bing, bada boom, we got it.
Pray to me
So that means the next thing we have to do is get Pingala down to grants as soon as humanly possible. The way this oracle works and why it's so powerful is that it is going to combine with Pingala's grants to just really double up the amount of great person points we're getting. So the oracle here, I mean, recalling heroes is nice. Plus 2 great person points from their type. So there'll be 2 great writer points, 2 great scientist points, whatever it is. We're going to throw down a theater square, which will make it at first 2 great writer points. And then Pingala's grants also gives us more great writer points if we go 100% great person points generated per turn in this city. So this one city, the Raj, is just going to acquire so many great writer points that we'll just immediately start loyalty flipping some of these cities, is the basic game plan. The next thing we have to focus on, though, is getting the next golden age. We're not going to be able to loyalty flip without a golden age, and so we want to really start focusing on that as well. Just lots of things that are going on at one time here. Apadana is gone. Not a wonder we were going for, but a really good one for our game. We're just going to have to wait for Toa. We need to get the theater square down first. There's just no other option. The theater square is absolutely necessary. I'm going to save up to purchase the amphitheater right away, so we'll chop this out. That production is going to go towards this theater square, so that'll be 6 turns. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. If he's not going to be happy with us, I doubt sending him another trade route will make him happy with us, so I think we'll send it to Surabaya here, get the production, or get the science, get the faith. I think that's probably a fair move. Since we're chopping this out for a theater square, I'm going to put a mine down here. I think I just want a few tiles that can be worked in this city here that are valuable for it. Ooh, we discovered Sinbad. You know, not my favorite hero to discover, but whatever. While we're not actively building the Temple of Artemis, though, we'll go for the Great Writer points. That is the single most valuable thing we can do. Please settle up here, dude. Please settle up here. The next thing we want to take a look at is who else is collecting Great Writers. So Sumeria is collecting 1 Great Writer point per turn. We're going to pretty quickly eclipse that, but it's just good to know, like, maybe we've unmet or we haven't met someone yet. Like if Russia has like 5 or 6 Great Writer points per turn, probably time to worry a little bit, but I think we're going to be okay. We've really gone far ahead here. We are going to build 2 campuses, so we might want to just save this. We'll head into defensive tactics. We're hopefully not going to be the target of a war, so we're not missing out on that boost anyway. Gonna head into horseback riding here. I'm not gonna be able to build an iron mine pretty easy. I mean, we'll get there eventually in this city, but it's not gonna be quick or easy. Oh my goodness. What a fool. He settled right there too. Please give us this golden age. He settled right here. So Pu'ulmapu will be our territory. What does suck is he actually took these 2 camps away from us. So until we inherit Pu'ulmapu, this will not be the best Temple of Artemis ever, but it's still very funny. We will get these eventually. I'm not worried about it at all, but I think that's a very funny settle. If anything, it just saves us from having to build the settler. So it's actually probably a net benefit overall. No! No! Oh well. Sorry, Mr. Scout. That was my bad. My bad, dude. Sorry you're dead. This is a good example of making sure you are chopping in the correct city. If we go to manage citizens, we can see that this tile is actually not in this city. We have to swap it into here to make sure that this chop applies to the city. So we are going to chop out this granary just to help this city grow a little bit. We're going to be able to, or we're going to want to build 2 districts back to back here. So we'll chuck down the theater square pretty early on. And then the next thing will be the campus right after. You can see Pu'ulmapu is already loyalty flipping. It's going to belong to us in 12 turns. The famed Eleanor blinking pink fleur-de-lis is there. And we are excited about it. This is just the beginning, everyone. Every city is going to look like this in time. I do not want iron or 13 gold for the Diplo favor. Thank you, though. Wait until we actually have great works here. He hasn't even experienced that yet. Next turn, we can buy the amphitheater, which is massive. 1 turn, the granary. We're going to buy the amphitheater, which means the Temple of Artemis is next. Temple of Artemis also pretty critical in helping us get our golden age here. Let's purchase this amphitheater. That is going to give us quite a few great writer points per turn. We might not be able to see it till next turn, but already you can see we're collecting 5 great writer points per turn. The Oracle already doing work. We're not even at grants yet for Pingala, which is coming next turn. So we are going to start really accruing great writers very quickly here. Massive governor title coming in. We're going to promote Pingala. We're going to get this grants promotion. Next turn, we'll see how many great person points that's going to give us. Probably around 7, which is incredible to be getting 7 great writer points per turn this early. Probably not building an encampment, so we might as well just head up here and kind of hard tech that while we can. We can now actually change our government. Ooh, let's build the Temple of Artemis first. I do want to change our government into the great person points government, but let's build Toa first. Let's chuck out urban planning and chuck in 4V just to finish that up. Limes can head in. We can build some walls real fast and then we're good to go. The people that are near us have kind of maxed out on horses, which is rather unfortunate. Let's hop in and see what they'll do for 20 Diplo favor. Not a lot yet. We need to meet the other 2 people on the map. We also need to renew these friendships so we don't get murdered. Probably time to send him a delegation though. I also should probably get open borders with him over here to cruise through his empire. Pu'u'Mapu is going to belong to us in 7 turns. Once we get the Great Riders, it'll be even quicker than that, which is awesome. We are currently accruing 10 Great Rider points per turn, which is bonkers. If he wants it that bad, I might actually trade with him just to see if he'll be happy with us. This builder in Lyon is going to build the obvious plantations that we're trying to build over here. It's also probably worth getting the government plaza in this city here. We are going to settle another city down here, most likely at some point, maybe. And I don't see another naturally good spot for the government plaza at the moment. There's actually a pretty good spot for a preserve down here, not until we can plant woods, which kind of sucks, and we can't do that for a while. But maybe later in the end game, we can chuck a preserve down here and have some fun with that. Ooh, Hong Kong has been defeated. Mapuche, my boy, going in hot. That's another free city for us to flip later, which is awesome. Man, not a lot of good choices in the tech tree right now. I'm a fan of lumber mills. I'm a fan of the Diplo quarter. The Diplo quarter is going to be awesome. This is actually the perfect tile for a Diplo quarter as well. We're going to want a campus down next, but this entertainment complex should go down fairly quickly as well. We will have the 7 population for that. With this truffles gone and in Pu'u'Mapu forever, I think what I want to do is grab this olives for the industry here. Once this is done here, we're going to grab this silk. We can also build the silk industry, which might be worth doing up here. I can't remember what it gives, but it might be culture. And if what it gives is culture, it's definitely worth building up here. There it is, our first Great Rider. I am so excited. This is going to be the end of the line for Pu'u'Mapu. It is definitely loyalty flipping. Also, though, this is going to start putting a lot of pressure on Tuban, especially next era if they're not in a golden age. So we're going to start to see some of these cities loyalty flipping towards us, which is exactly what we're hoping for to get this war-free domination victory rolling. There it is. Yoga Vahista. That's the second great work of writing. That's 2 more loyalty pressure pushed over in this direction. 2 more pushed over in this direction as well. Things are heating up. Once this grows in population, that'll be even more. I'm so excited for this game. 5 turns for Pu'u'Mapu, and we're also probably going to get the next Great Rider. I can just straight up buy the next Great Rider with faith, and at this point, that's probably worth doing. I can put 1 more Great Work of Writing in the capital right here, and then throw 1 in Ray's Town to start putting more pressure on Pikin-Mapu as well. Yeah, why not? What else am I spending this faith on? Sure. There we go. Another great work of writing coming in hot. One of the fun things you can do with great works of writing is actually just move them where you would like them. So what we're going to do here is we are actually going to move the organized great works. We're going to move them into the city center so we don't have to move the great writer around. And from there, what we can do, oh man, they're so good. They're just so good. Is it Lyon we want? No, it's Ray's Town we want. So that's fine. And then from there, we can actually just use the great writer back on this amphitheater where we just put the originals. And that really, really helps speed things up a little bit. And it makes it turns more efficient when moving your great writer around the map. I'm literally just picking things I'm not going to boost, although at this point 3 turns for this governor title might be worth it. I have 3 envoys, and Susing Arma would give us some era score towards this golden age, which I'm still really keen on getting, so we'll just Suz Arma for that. I really, it's what I deserve for putting it as an F tier wonder, so we're gonna do that. It's not my favorite, but hey, it's fine. It looks like Atarja wants to murder it too. That's not great. Gonna purchase another builder, grab this industry in the capital, maybe grab these olives. The only thing that sucks is if I grab the silk industry up here, then I can't grab the olive industry here, and I currently don't have another place to build the olive industry, although in Pu'u'Mapu I can once this loyalty flips to us in 3 turns. We need to get all the way to 42, so we are going to need to buy a galley. So we are going to purchase this galley here for 155. That'll be 2 more era score. Temple of Artemis will be a little bit. Hopefully loyalty flipping some cities will be a little bit if they're on a different continent. I'm not actually sure that's how it works, but I'm going to pretend that's how it works to make myself happier right now. 2 turns, baby. I can't wait for you to see this. If you've never seen this happen before, this strategy is going to blow your mind. All right, here it is. 9 turns left. We are officially flipping Pu'u'Mapu into our empire. Can we look? I'm busy. Can we not look at the rest of this right now? All right, here we go. Watch what happens. It's going to skip the entire... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my good golly. Yeah, move, man. Come on. Now will we see it? Boom! It just becomes part of our empire. We don't even need to think about it. It's just there. And we got the Temple of Artemis. Holy, this is, what a turn. What a turn. And that's what we're going to do to every city. We're going to keep getting the great works. We're going to keep moving them around. As we expand farther and farther out, we're going to build more theater squares. We're going to move the great works farther and farther out until they just become like literal weapons against the AI. We also want to focus on high populations in these cities because the population is also going to play a big effect. We will be keeping Puel Mapu. That is going to be 2 era score. Holy smokes. Awesome stuff. So it does look like we're going to pretty comfortably get to where we need to go, which is awesome. If we get this +3 campus down quickly as well, that'll be a couple of era score. Let's do that. It is probably time for this entertainment complex to start getting down. I can actually chop this tile. Might as well chop towards the campus after we get the industry done. Yeah, this will be +20% culture in our host city, so we definitely want that in the capital. We are currently getting 44 culture in the capital, so 20% of that is going to be just a shade under, what is it, 10? Just a shade under 10. It's going to be quite a bit of extra culture in the capital as well, and eventually we're going to be able to move it around, which is exciting. Certainly want to go for the old god obelisk right away. More faith, more great work slots, all of that good stuff. It's exciting. And we're almost at the next great writer as well. Yeah, Arma looks pretty dire. I'm going to chuck some envoys into Hattusa. We're going to have some campuses, so at least we'll get the yields from that. Hattusa is also just a great city-state for us to have, and it's kind of blocking an awkward spot right now that I want to walk around, so we might need to go through there eventually. All right, let's chop this out towards the campus. That's perfect. 5 turns left on the campus, 6 turns left in the era. That's going to give us a little bit of score. Let's buy that galley. That'll give us a little bit of score. Now we have 4 left. It's not the place I wanted the galley. I would have preferred the galley over here, but you know what? You can't always win, can ya? I'll save up for the amphitheater here. I'd rather just buy it. Let's chuck this campus down. I think these 2 campuses are all we're going to need, to be honest. There's the next great writer, which is awesome. The Madhyama I don't want to try and pronounce that, but Pekin Mapu is in trouble. As soon as the next era flips, Pekin Mapu is in very big trouble. At some point, we're going to need a government plaza here, and I just don't know where to put it. I can imagine us settling another city here, but with the fact that we're just going to start loyalty flipping Mapuche very quickly, I'm actually going to do something a little weird, and I'm going to buy another scout, and I'm going to walk it through, build another scout down here, and I'm going to walk it through this territory. I want to meet the other 2 people on this map. The great library is already on. He's at 85 science. Hey, what a champion. Gilgabro is a legend, a bona fide legend. Oh my heart. All right, now we are officially full. Everywhere that has great writer point or great writer slots is full with with a great work of writing. We're just gonna need to get this old god obelisk pretty quickly. 12 gold for 30 from Gilgabro. Heck yeah, dog. Thank you. Pew Mapu is going to give us a little bit of culture. Always a fan. We're at 72 culture per turn, which is already way more than everyone else, which is exactly what we want. Only 1 era score away. The campus is going to give us that here, so I don't really want to... Oh, we took Sinbad. I don't really want to grab a Nancy down here until next era. I'd rather wait for a better hero, if I'm being honest, but since I can't do that, we might grab a Nancy. The other thing this golden age is going to allow us to do is buy builders with faith, which I hadn't really considered. I was just hoping for the golden age for the loyalty pressure, but monumentality, you want about 20 faith per turn for monumentality to make it worth it, and this old god obelisk is going to give us that, which is awesome. All right, we're going for the Diplo. I still need to put the government plaza down. I'm going to go for the Diplo quarter right next to the city center here. What a good looking district. Love a Diplo quarter. It's actually Peppermint Butler, whose Civ gameplay has inspired me to build the Diplo quarter. I remember him saying really early on that it was a very good early build, and I just wasn't seeing it, but the more and more I build it, the more and more I really do enjoy it. So we're going to play with that a little bit. This campus is going to give us the era score we need for the golden age. Bada bing, bada boom. I almost timed that properly. That would have been cool, but there it is. First +3 campus. Awesome stuff. We are also going to change governments into classical republic for the great person points, so we're good there. Let's do that. We still want the great writer points, absolutely. Serfdom would be awesome, although maybe a little unnecessary. Core V is redundant at this point as well. Flat production feels pretty good. Serfdom, I guess, until something better comes along. We're still saving up for the amphitheater down here in Raystown, and so that's going to be another couple of turns of gold to wait for. We can sell this olives, though. 12 for 30. Great deal. Thank you. Sticking with my guns, we're not going into recorded history voluntarily until it boosts. I'm waiting 13 turns. Got a lot of interesting choices right now. I mean, the government plaza is still one of them. This entertainment complex is going to directly make these 2 theater squares better, though. So we are going to go for this entertainment complex first before the library. I also just don't need the great scientist points. Great lighthouse is gone. Fascinating. Great Lighthouse is gone. That's fascinating. Please don't be in a Golden Age, Mapuche. Mapuche might actually be in a Golden Age just because he was in a Standard Age this last time. He is in a Golden Age, but Qatar's is in a Dark Age, which is interesting. We are going to go for Monumentality so we can buy things with faith. So Tuban might be our next kind of loyalty flip here that we're considering. Not that we have many options. Another great writer. You're going to come over here until the old god obelisk is ready. 5 promotion builders are pretty powerful though, so we will grab a builder here with faith, and we're going to grab this bad boy right here, this Truffles. Where'd the deer go? Oh, did he settle on the deer? He might have settled on the deer. Anyways, don't care, and I don't care. Whatever you want. Whatever, AI, just take whatever you're feeling, AI. Whatever you're feeling. I'm going to care later. I might care a little later, but not right now. Basil! Hello! Yo! Hi, lovely to meet you. How are you doing? Do you have any cities you'd like to give to us? Okay, Mapuche's happy with us now. Let's declare friendship. I would also like to send Basil a delegation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Really sucks that he's in a Golden Age right now. I'm still feeling pretty good about flipping Pickin' Mapu. It's not ideal that he's in a Golden Age. Tuban is pretty screwed though, especially if the Raj keeps growing and Leon keeps growing, and especially if Leon gets a theater square at some point. All right, so this amphitheater is good to go down here. It is time for the truffle industry in Pool Mapu, mostly for just the extra yields. I don't really care about the extra gold. I want the city to grow as quickly as possible. Remember, we're trying to loyalty flip Pickin' Mapu. That'll inherit, we'll inherit a really good campus if that happens as well. We are going to do our quick little trick here. We're going to move these out of the amphitheater in the Raj, move them into Ray's Town, and then we'll just use the Great Writer over in the Raj. I'm going to go for shipbuilding just so we can allow our land units to embark and explore a little more. We will be friends with Basil. This peaceful domination game is going super well. Alliances are going to be great for us. We can still loyalty flip the cities while we're in alliances as long as we're not in a cultural alliance. So we want to avoid cultural alliances at all costs, but otherwise should be good to go. Hattusa is going to reveal a little bit of land for us right now, and we've discovered Wukong. Not the most helpful, but at least we can walk through. Brussels, though, and getting production towards wonders is something we're very keen on. I am not giving you my great works, my guy. That's the whole point of this game. Aren't you paying attention? Aren't you subscribed to the YouTube channel? As much as I love serfdom, I'm going to sauce in the extra science right now. We're just quite a bit behind in science, and I think that's going to be the most valuable for us, especially with this campus going down as well. This is an interesting choice because we don't have all that much faith. I am pretty keen on it anyway, though, just so as we acquire more faith. It's going to give us 20% of that faith into gold, science, and culture as we go along. So it'll increase everything a little bit, which I'm excited about. Although researcher is a very, very good pickup for us as well. All right, Armagh, what's up, dude? Well, it does sound like we're gonna have to settle a city over here, though, if we want to eventually take Armagh. What we really need to find is Hercules so we can build theater squares quickly, because just being able to slam down theater squares would make this so much faster. Entertainment complex done. Puts us over 100 culture per turn. Over 100 culture per turn. If we were feeling really spicy, we'd build the Colosseum on this bananas. Are we feeling really spicy? I mean, it's still available, hey? Why not? Let's give it a try. We also have enough chops over here with all this rainforest we don't need. Those can be farms over there for population. Certainly want to head straight for the art museums and archaeological museums. There's a lot of boosts on the way we're just simply not going to get. And then up to Merchant Republic for our government. The setup is a little weird down here, but I think it's going to work. We are going to need to get a theater square down fairly efficiently here. Probably have to buy this builder with faith. We're going to have enough faith for quite a few builders, so I'm not that worried about it. Getting walls will give us a boost. We don't need the walls right away. We'll tech out of that pretty quickly, but good to have for now. And we are certainly going to want to go into Brussels at the earliest opportunity. With alliances ready, it is now time to execute on them. We just want to avoid cultural at all costs. We'll go like, ooh, religious here. You want me to pay for that, hey? Is there one you don't want me to pay for? I want research with Gilgamesh. What about economic with you? Yeah, you'll pay for that, won't you? Cool, cool, cool. Gilgamesh will probably like research. He does. Oh, he wants us to pay 9 gold. No worries, dude. You'll probably like religious, although I suspect both of them will like religious. And you'll probably like the one that's left, military. 3 for 30 is a little much. What about some Diplo favor? Yeah, 10 Diplo favor, no worries. Awesome, we are now allied up. Getting those alliance levels is gonna be very valuable for us. Collecting all the extra Diplo favor later is gonna be valuable for us because we can sell it back to them. Just a lot of value happening right now. Also, can we meet Hercules, please? Because Anansi and Sun Wukong are not exciting. Give me that theater square. We just need the theater square for the great work slots, not at all for the culture, so that's totally fine. Oop, Tuban. Tuban, you gotta watch out, dude. We're starting. It's starting. Another great writer. This does not slow down. We do not slow down here at twitch.tv/VanBradley. I guess we're watching this on YouTube, not at Twitch. What am I? Hey, look, it's me. Wherever you're watching this, we don't slow down. We pack everything full of great works at all times.
Plants.
There we go. We are full. We are absolutely full of great works. There's no more room. Whoa, what district am I gonna build? Could it be a theater square? I do realize that I am not getting a good campus in order to build this theater square, but I would like the adjacency with this Temple of Artemis, and we are going for it. There we are. Easy. Also, we're gonna faith by a builder for the chops. The fact that there's a Goodyead up here is surprising. Why is it Oya? Why is Oya only ever around when you don't want Oya? I don't know what I'm trying to say other than Oya, no. This is where we find out Hercules has been taken by someone else. In a cruel bit of cruelty from the Civ gods. Tuban's now down to 58 turns. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, Tuban. It is time for us to go for the Colosseum. The Colosseum is going to give a lot of amenities to the nearby cities, which is something we are very, very keen on. I'm going to chop out these theater squares because I have enough money to buy the amphitheaters once we go for them. Yeah, definitely time for researcher now for the science, although I'm definitely interested in Amani for Brussels right now, just to make sure that Suze happens quickly. That puts us just past turn 100, which is, I think, a great point for ending off this video. In the next video, we are almost certainly going to loyalty flip all of Mapuche and all of Indonesia over here, all of Gatarja, and that'll be kind of the fun of this. We already got a little taste with Pula Mapu, but as you can see, this setup is going absolutely perfectly. We've got all the wonders we've wanted. We have so many great works of writing. If we go to a trade screen here and we make a deal, you can just see how many great works of writing that is compared to what others have. So we are going to get these loyalty flips going. The second we have an age gap over this, Pikin Mapu is going to flip, and because there's 10 population here, we'll have no problem immediately going to flip all of these other lower population cities. So once this falls, this whole thing is going to fall very quickly. Over here, Tuban looks like it's going to fall very quickly anyway. The Raj is going to keep growing. Lyon is going to keep growing, and I think that just probably puts enough pressure over here for that to flip eventually. They even have a governor in there now, so they're even doing their best to save it, and it might not be enough. But if you enjoyed this video and you're looking forward to the next part, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Check out all the links in the description for everything that's there. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.